Well guys, the time has come. I've officially updated my website. As you can see, it looks a lot more simple, and I've also added some new shirts. As you can see, they're epic. They're also on sale. The Liberal Tears mugs and everything, the original is still on there, and I actually have something very special to show you guys. I have one in real life. So here it is. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's printed extremely high quality, and what I didn't know is that I actually have it on both sides. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, you'll be able to see a Liberal Tears mug from either side. And don't forget, you can also order it without the smiley face if you don't like that. But it's actually the most popular one. It was pretty funny. So here you go. Here it is. Check out the new website. You can read the description if you want. Check it out. Thank you guys. Let's get into the video. See you later.
Obama has led a pretty good presidency so far, so I thought what better
Why are you friends?
I thought what better way to refute this belief than allow you to do it.
Oh, well, okay. Where do we start? Let's see. How much? See, this is fun. I like ripping on the left. So Barack Obama has been terrible from beginning to end. He's divided us along racial and sexual lines. He's divided us along every line he could find. He came in with the great promise. Because the expectations for Obama were so high and he fell so short, he's really divided America. I think he's trolled the Republican Party into irrelevance, and I think that he's taken his own party to Bernie Sanders land. And I think that, you know, he's done that through policy, but he's mostly done that through his style. When Obama was elected, there was this great hope that he was finally going to help conciliate the greatest conflict that has ever torn the nation, the racial conflict, right? And instead he came in on the basis and governed on the basis that if you oppose him, it must be because you are black. And if there are imbalances in terms of equality, that is inequity, right? Inequality equals inequity. So if more black people than white people are going to prison proportionately, that must be because people are racist. It can't just be because too many black people are committing crimes. Right, so by doing that, he's divided people along these lines, and you can see it in the Gallup polls. I mean, people now feel that the racial conflict in the country is at heights it hasn't been for decades. That to me is the most damaging thing, is that he's reverted American politics to a form of tribalism that I find very scary. In terms of his actual policy, Obamacare is destroying the medical system. It's raising premiums for people who are in the system. It's going to end up with an actual form of care that really is just redistribution of care, which is going to hurt the people who are youngest and the people who are oldest. There's a reason Ezekiel Emanuel, who designed his Obamacare program, says he wants to die at 75. They're going to end up redistributing health care, and they're going to end up restricting it. As far as the economy, his economic policies, if you look at American history, every time there's a big bust, there is then a similarly sized boom, unless you have a massive government policy like FDR and Hoover, or unless you have a massive government policy like Barack Obama. So on domestic policy, he's been terrible. He's pushed government into realms it never was before and created conflicts that weren't there before. So, for example, on the gay marriage issue, my position on this has been that the government should get completely out of the business of marriage. I think the government sucks at everything, and they suck at that too. So. What Obama has done instead is he said, okay, let's enshrine same-sex marriage for the purpose of cramming down on religious institutions the idea that they must participate in something they believe is sinful. That's not live and let live. That's live like me or I won't let you live. Right? And that's dastardly stuff. You know, when it comes to his foreign policy is the worst of all of his policies. He set the world, I mean, it's cliche at this point, but he set the world on fire. His Libya war was a disaster and handed guns to terrorists. You know, he talks about handing guns to ISIS. He actually did that in Libya. He talks about, you know, Syria is a disaster area. The attempt to make Iran into a regional power with the assumption that they're going to moderate themselves is utter asininity. It's just foolishness on an unbelievable scale. His handing over of power to Russia in Crimea is going to end with NATO possibly breaking apart, because Russia is just going to continue encroaching on outlying portions of the NATO alliance, and basically say, fine, come and get me, coppers. And he's allowed the Chinese to expand their realm of influence into the South China Sea, and you're going to see increasing Chinese intransigence and aggressiveness, because China demographically this happens with every country where you have a lot more males than females. China demographically, there are 125 males for every 100 females. When you have a lot of excess young men, there's only one thing you can do with those people, and that's put them in the army. And that's basically what China has done. So they're going to get very aggressive on the world stage very quickly. So every aspect, Latin America, of course, has become a disaster too. Every aspect of this presidency has been terrible, but when you have the media on your side, and when you're a likable fellow, and he is likable on camera, then those are assets that matter. And this is why when people say, you know, how could we end up with a reality TV show host like Trump running, he's the second one to do it. Right? Obama's the first. You don't do interviews with the lady who...
I don't like Donald Trump's very vague stance on immigration. Like, 2 days ago, he took back his stance on immigration and spoke with a bunch of,
Alex Jones is a fucking interview. A little respect.
Alex Jones is a con man, and he's crazy, and he thinks that a bunch of children in, what was it? Hey, what was that school shooting with all the kids? Sandy Hook. Yeah, he thinks that was made up.
Okay, well now you've gone a different direction. You realize that the actual death records have indicated there were no deaths that day in Sandy Hook. What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of bullshit.
I'm just telling you a fact. There have been private investigations done into the matter, and they get stonewalled at every crevice.
Donald Trump can lick my asshole.
Do you want to talk, sir? All right. What's your name, sir?
My name's Riley.
All right, Riley, why are you protesting Trump?
I'm protesting because I think Donald Trump is a racist.
Okay, as I just said to her, let's look for something beyond an ad hominem attack. Let's talk about policy.
Okay, he doesn't really have any
policy.
Well, that's completely false, actually. Now, hold on. See, this is an amazing argument. I see people saying that Donald Trump has no policy. Donald Trump has given more detailed policy plans than any other candidate. Tax reform, health care, school. He's done it all. Immigration. No other candidate has had a detailed plan like this, but a joke. They continue to go to ad hominem attacks. So what else is wrong with Trump?
I think Gigi Allen should be the president of the United States. I think we should all die.
You guys know that you're not helping your cause here.
You're not either.
I'm not here doing a cause. I'm here interviewing people.
All right, I think that Donald Trump has really, really poor immigration reform ideas. His across-the-board taxes are...
So you don't want a border?
Well, you actually didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Well, let's stick to the immigration point, though. Are you saying you don't want a border, or you don't want immigration laws?
Actually, personally, I think that I think that immigration is a human right, and that we should get rid of all borders.
But what about lawful immigration?
Very, very far to the left.
What about lawful immigration?
I think that that's awesome.
But that's what Donald Trump wants.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that his stance the last time I checked was that he wanted to, deport 11...
Illegal immigrants.
And... Why don't you let this young woman talk?
Okay. You want to talk, ma'am?
I think she probably understands these issues a lot better than I do.
Okay, well, she's not protesting. You're protesting, so you must understand the issues well, I would assume. You painted your face out here.
I painted my face because I think that Trump is a joke.
Okay, but you've really kind of had no real substantial reasons why yet.
Don't I?
No.
Thank you.
Is that it? How about you? You want to talk? She was willing to talk. I'm not picking on her. All right. Hey, thank you for your time. I'm not picking on you. I'm just asking everybody. You were willing to talk. Would you like to talk? Okay, well, don't sit here and say talk to someone else, and then I offer you to talk and you don't talk. I'll talk to this guy who claims he knows Alex Jones. All right, thank you. Since you're my boss. Thank you. These guys are real good at ad hominem attacks. Are you, what are you out here protesting?
People whose head bob when they're traveling. Their head bobs.
You mean, what about like Hillary Clinton when she's talking and having a seizure? What do you think about that?
I think that she needs a skynapper. That's what I'm here promoting.
So what, are you here selling products?
No, promoting them, because I live right here and you're making so much noise that I said, look, I'm trying to work and we're trying to promote a new product.
So you're just promoting a product?
No, but this is the world's best travel pillow. It holds your head up so it doesn't bob.
Do you think? Oh, you know what? Why don't you? Hey, you know what? Hey, can you
talk about Hillary Clinton?
Let me do you a favor. I want you to make a sales pitch right now. Why Hillary Clinton needs this traveling pillow?
So she won't be a head bobber, and clown. She needs it because she's a clown over here.
Come here, sir. Why don't you do an interview? You keep running around saying that. He won't talk to me.
Can I do an interview on interviewing you?
Okay, sure.
All right. I'm here with, what's your name?
Owen Schroyer from Infowars.com.
Why do you support Donald Trump?
I support Donald Trump because he is bringing up real issues in this country. He's bringing real issues to the forefront that Americans have been trying to bring into the picture for a long time. Illegal immigration, secret pages of 9/11 investigations, TPP. These are three things that were never covered. Exactly. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is a trade deal that...
Is that like NAFTA?
It's very much like NAFTA. It will reduce basically American jobs values and American manufacturing values and ship that overseas, just like we've been seeing in the last decade. I'm the crazy one here.
I think that. Oh, sorry, can I hold this? Yeah, go ahead. I think that Donald Trump is morally wrong. He might be a businessman, but I've seen many things that prove that he is a bigoted, xenophobic racist, and I don't think that bigoted, xenophobic racist should be in the White House anymore.
What has he said that's bigoted and racist?
I can't quote anything right now because I'm not politically connected.
This is a protest. Hey, do you have anything to say? He said nothing. Do you have anything to say at all? Are you a professional percussionist? Do you just play the drum all day or do you protest? What do you do? Wow. This guy has a high level of intellect. Well, you know what? I guess this is better than someone coming up to me and cursing at me and calling me a racist. Why won't you comment? Why are you banging a drum? Is it hot out here? All right, this guy will provide me nothing. You want to move on? Hey, where's that? Hey, this guy. Hey, why is Alex Jones a jerk? Why is Alex Jones a jerk?
He's a con man.
What, has Alex Jones conned you?
The frogs, dude, they're putting shit in the frogs, and the frogs are gonna kill the police, and
That's actually scientific research has showed that that's actually a fact, but that's fine too.
frogs are gonna kill the
I'm just curious, man. You're out here protesting. Hey, can you put your sign down? You're out here. I don't understand people that. I'm not in your face. Calm down. I just don't understand people that come out here and protest, and then look at that.
Now you're a joke too.
I just became an official Hillary Clinton supporter. I got my red nose on. All right, well, apparently they're not with Hillary. So here's the deal, folks. Here's the deal. I don't understand.
We're not with anybody. We're here against you.
I don't. You're against me.
No, we're against Trump.
You're against Trump. Well, I like Trump.
That's his nose.
I don't want that. You can say that back.
You're kinda.
Here's what I don't understand. People who come out here to protest, and then you ask them what their protest is, why they're protesting, and then they won't talk to you. You would think if you're out here protesting, there is something driving you to do that. There's a motivational factor. And then when I give them a platform to talk about their issues, they completely ignore me. I get balloons. This is a clown. This guy, yeah, I do actually. Or do you have a clown degree? Did you go to clown school?
I do.
Wait, hey, that's official. So are you clowns against Trump?
Yeah, we are.
All right, we're here with clowns against Trump in downtown Austin. We got balloons, we got funny faces, we got red noses going around. We got very little facts.
You're really good at spinning stuff.
What have I spun?
You spun this whole situation for yourself.
I have reported everything I've seen. What have I spun?
What?
What did I spin?
I think you spin. You're gonna take this and probably spin it, right?
I'm asking you, how did I spin everything I've seen?
How you're gonna do it, but you're probably going to.
Yeah, you seem to not know anything. You don't know much about Trump. You don't know much about policies. You don't know much about spin. You're just out here with a red nose and face paint on trying to draw some attention.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm just stopping by to remind you that liberals are insane. Social justice warriors are becoming more violent and triggered than ever before. Anyways, be sure to subscribe to KGP TV on YouTube and have a blessed day. Yeah, man.